Hello, fellow classmates. This is Rhonda Massengale, and this is my video about what I think it takes to become a special education director. During my interview with a special education director a few weeks ago that we had as an assignment, I asked her what the most important thing was to a special education program, and she said relationships is the cornerstone of a good, solid special education program. And so you need to be open and willing and approachable in order to make those relationships happen. I also believe that special ed director should have a lot of enthusiasm about their job. This can be a very hard, difficult job, and helping our children is the number one priority, and that should be enough to give us a lot of enthusiasm about our job. They must be able to collaborate well with others that are involved in the program, such as principals, teachers, things like that. And they must also be able to work with students, parents, and community leaders. Reach out to those people. They must have excellent communication skills, and a special education director needs to be an example to other leaders, such as your teachers that are under you, or your principal if they need help, and even to the students at times. I believe that directors need to be friendly, kind, and always willing to help anyone that might need it. Positive and negative encounters with special education directors. We've only ever had a positive relationship with special ed directors we've had over the years. My son has autism, so I know I've dealt with them before. They have always been kind, and they've always been willing to help find a solution if the need arose. We had an issue with an IEP implementation at one point with our son, and the special education director was very quick to help us resolve the issue, and that was a very, very good thing. And both of these issues actually had a positive influence on me. I was inspired by both of them to work towards becoming a special education teacher, and then maybe someday a director. So now that my kids are almost out of school, I decided I wanted to pursue a degree in special education. Something that I would promote for special education would be Special Olympics. My son's been involved with Special Olympics for 3 years, and we have just enjoyed it, the whole thing. It's fun. It's making friendships. They feel included. The kids, they have a sense of accomplishment and make new friends and compete with their non-disabled peers. And it's just a wonderful program to have, and I would promote it a lot because we loved it so much. And it does take a lot of resources and a lot of people, but it is well worth having in your district. How would I address parental participation? Well, again, goes back to relationships. Under those relationships, I would make sure and tell them that they are the most important part of the IEP team. And, if they have a problem, they are more than welcome to come and speak with me about it, or talk on the phone, have an extra meeting. And they know their child better than anybody, therefore they should be the one to tell us about how they learn or how they interact with others. Conflict. It's a part of our everyday lives, not only as educators, but as human beings. Thankfully, there are steps that we can do to address the conflict. I believe that building the relationships with others is vital. to decreasing conflicts within the program, special education programs. As a special ed director, I would build relationships beginning with my special ed team and school administrators. I would work to make sure that we function as a team that works together for the students' well-being and making sure that they are learning and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I would also make sure that we have regular meetings to keep everyone up to date on all of our students' progress. That way, if a conflict arises, it can be addressed already in that meeting, and hopefully we'll find an amicable solution to that. And again, with the parents, we can take the first steps to reach out to them. If we haven't heard anything, we can invite them to do things and let them know just how important that they are. How would I address discipline? Well, discipline is, it can be controversial in a special education program. It has to follow the IDEA law in order to work effectively. So if a teacher was having a problem with a child in the classroom, I would address the issue by asking the teachers if the IEP is being implemented as it is written correctly. Because if it's not, that can cause behaviors. Next, I would ask if there is a functional behavior assessment or a behavioral intervention plan in place. If not, we would need to call a meeting for that and come up with a functional behavior plan. The next, I would, if there is a plan in place, I would ask to see progress notes to see if there were certain times of day that the student is acting up, or if it was just random. That could give clues as to what's going on with that student. Does the student know what is expected of them in a classroom? Sometimes children don't understand the rules, so it's nice to go over the rules as a class together before class starts. That way everybody knows. And just basically, I would try to help problem solve with my team and adjust the IEP as needed to help the student. My final thoughts are, I just wanted to end with that we all have chosen special education as a career. And when working day in and day out, we should always remember that we are working to give the special needs children a chance to learn and grow into productive members of society. Thank you.